subscribe to ASHAN TV, like and share my videos. My name is Kwame, your boy, and once again you are listening to ASHAN TV. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I am going to show a video and I'm going to walk you guys through a video. Sometimes as black people or as Africans, sometimes when you get a certain kind of information and you want to share with your people, sometimes they'll throw it back at you. You know, it's like they don't believe you because you're a black person telling them something. They don't want to hear it unless it's coming from a white person. Anyway, so today we have a white lady that is coming to explain to us about what has actually really been going on with white people and black people in the process, because I can't tell the story, because if I do tell you the story you will not believe me. But I know, I've always known that to be something. As I said, as I've been saying, that I've been raised as a Christian and I still believe in the Bible, but it's like we were taught to believe that Jesus is white and the angels are white and everything is just white, you know. And anytime you see a black person, it's like the devil kind of thing, you know. But now we have a white lady that's going to take us through what has actually gone on. So when I come and sit here and I'm telling you stuff about the Bible, talking about Jeremiah and talking about Isaiah, talking about Revelation, John and Jesus and everything, then you know where your mind's supposed to be at, black man. All right, cool. So let's listen to this white lady.
White culture, if you could even call it culture, is based in racism.
Okay, this is what she's saying. White culture is based in racism. She's white, but that's what she's saying. Is it true? Let's listen.
It was a narrative created by colonizers, like my Portuguese ancestors, in order to justify what they were doing to other people on the continent.
They've done things just to justify what they were doing. I'm just repeating whatever she's saying. I'm trying to just break it down for you guys to get it. A black man.
In Africa and even here in North America. And the narrative was that we white people were better than all other races. And they did so.
They've put a narrative across the whole world, especially Africa, that they are better than everybody else. That's the narrative they put out there. And how they've done that is what she's going to say now. How they were able to do that. How they were able to put a certain narrative. I want you to listen to a little bit.
Through Christianity. They took the Bible and different scripture verses, twisted it around in order to fit the narrative of colonialism and white supremacy, and also the patriarchy.
They took the Bible and then twisted around. So the Bible has always been our history. As an African, the Bible has always been our history. So they've twisted around and they've made it look like their own. So now, black man, you should know that the Bible is your own, but somebody has decided to change the narrative to suit them. Let's listen.
Was that we white people were better than all other races. And they did so through Christianity. They took the Bible and different scripture verses, twisted it around in order to fit the narrative of colonialism and white supremacy, and also the patriarchy. And the patriarchy is white man in power. White supremacy is white man in power. Colonialism is white man in power. And Christianity, for the most part nowadays, is white man in power.
Well, there you have it. This is what she's saying, that they did that through colonization. That's when they started to change a certain kind of narrative for us to see them as God. You know, she's saying everything, you know, for us to see them as God. That's why the angels are changed to be white. That's why Moses is white. That's why Abraham is white. That's why there was so many movies that were pushing. You know, I remember growing up, I read my first book of my Bible story. All the angels, everything in there is just white. These were the times that they were pushing the narrative for us to believe, for them to be the people, the ghost people, so they can use that to stay on top of everything. Because when you see Obronia, you respect them, you know, because you see them as high. It's just some narrative beer they have actually put forth, you know. But I like people like this. This lady, she's a very nice lady to be able to come and then tell us the truth, because even though she's white, she sees what is going on and she doesn't agree with it. So she's telling us something as a people. She's telling us something, and we should listen to whatever she's saying and go and investigate, and now beginning to take the Bible as our own, and now take out all the images that they've placed there and put our images there. It's not like we're actually going to put our images because it's not us, but it's us. We are the people. When the Bible talks about children of Israel, I don't want to get into that now, but let's just listen to her.
There are historical references and proof where the Catholic Church actually said to enslave an African was to save their soul. The kidnapped and
to save an African is to save your soul, meaning that, oh no, they don't take you as a human being, you know, but they have to put you in chains, beat you to submission and do all those things so they can save your soul. That is how these people saw us. Anyway,
enslaved Africans that were here in North America were preached different scripture verses than were actually in the Bible. And that's why they weren't allowed to read. Because if they could read, then they could see that these scripture verses were in.
Just to let you know, when our people were taken, let me call it our people were taken from Africa and brought to another land, they weren't able to read the Bible. They didn't let them read the Bible. So they taught them their own version of the Bible, and that's what they've done to Africa now. They've taught us their own version of the Bible, and they didn't want us to read the Bible because they know that if we read it, we'll find out the truth. But now that the truth is coming out.
Correct, and they couldn't be controlled anymore by this white God. And white people, we didn't identify as white until colonialism. We identified as Portuguese, or Latvian, or German, or Italian.
The problem is, it's always a problem when we are all human race. And as a human race, we should be operating in a human level. But when another human being trying to raise himself above you and trying to manipulate you, enslave you, and put you down, it's just not the right thing to do.
Or French. But then colonialism came around, and then all of a sudden we became white and we were superior because we were the chosen race by God, and the scripture verses proved it. And we had to go into other people's lands and preach the gospel when really it was all a ruse. It was all an excuse.
Okay. This bit here is very, very important. Again, important because what she's saying is the missionaries, all the missionaries that came to Africa to plant the Pentecostal church, the Presbyterian church, all the different denominations of church, they were all whose, that was a word, her word. They were all fake. They came there in order to deceive us. They came there in order to divert us from where we were supposed to go. And we followed them. And we're still doing that anyway.
To go in and rape and pillage the land and the people and the cultures. So when I say that white culture is based in racism, it's based in racism. Christianity was the Trojan horse of white supremacy and colonialism. And Western Christianity, as we know today, is still based within superiority. All Christians think that they're better than everybody else. I grew up in it. I'm very familiar with the culture. And it's part of the problem. There's a reason why most of Trump's supporters are Christians. It's because they don't even realize that the conditioning of colonialism and Christianity and the patriarchy is so deeply embedded within them and their identity that they don't even see the truth. Christianity is based in...
Okay, family, yes, there you have it. You've listened to her. So basically, somebody wanted to try and colonize a nation. So there was one thing that they felt like they can actually use to colonize a nation is to use the spiritual aspect of our lives to deceive us, to twist us around. So that's why, as an Africans, we're everywhere, because we are not connected spiritually, because somebody has actually diverted our energy into different angle, when our energy was supposed to focus on the Most High Himself. You know, our energy were diverted to Obroni, a white man, because when you see Jesus as well, when you see Mary as well, when you see all the angels as well, it's not nice how do I put it? I won't say it was not, I mean, like, it was nice for them, but it's just bad for people to do that, you know, to sort of change a certain narrative or to throw a certain people off the map. So anyway, for me, every Saturday, I am here to talk about the Bible, what I understand about the Bible, because I see Africans to be the true children of Israel. I see Africans to be the true, the book people, the Bible people. I see us to be that place, and it has been stripped away from us, even though we're holding the Bible, but we have not really understand the value of the Bible, because we have actually been reading the Bible through another person's eye. It's about time that we should start reading the Bible through our own eyes, and then see what would happen, and see if we can actually have some kind of drastic change to the motherland, and also to as an Africans as a whole. But you know, yeah. So this is it. There you have it. My name is Kwame Yeboah. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please leave your comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on another one. Thank you.